Hello there YouTube, this is Mikhail or Michael speaking. Without wasting your time, let's jump to Bakhmut immediately. The situation south of Bakhmut had stabilized for Russians, as they are able to hold whatever Ukrainian advancements they were. Ukrainians are unable to push Russians further away from that road right here. I think this road can be operational now, but only at nighttime. So for now, Bakhmut is safe. However, as you can see by the arrow here, Russians are attacking towards Ivanovsky, and the danger is still looming over Ukraine and Bakhmut. If Russians were to capture Ivanovsky village, this would kill two birds with one stone. First of all, it would cut off whatever road there is to Bakhmut. It's +1 captured settlement for Russian army, and -1 for Ukrainians. So that's a morale boost for whoever wins this battle. After Russians capture Ivanovsky, they can start attacking Bakhmut from the rear, forcing Ukrainians to relocate their troops, and that would weaken their positions everywhere on the front. Or again, Russians, like I said in previous videos, can go around, capture this settlement, thus cutting off this road right here and this railroad right here. And there's almost nothing else that can support Bakhmut. And if that were to happen, Ukrainians will probably leave the city. Overall situation in Bakhmut city has not changed. Russia had not achieved any major gains, the battle is still going on, and the number of people killed is still piling up. North of Bakhmut we can see that Russians had almost captured Prasco village. However, I believe that it is all over for the village. The map doesn't show it, but I'm sure Ukrainians will retreat from the village towards new defense. The new defense line will probably go somewhere around here. It would be extremely hard for Russians to continue their attack towards settlements located here and here, because Russia would expose their flanks and will be extremely open for artillery fire. Russians are also pushing towards this village right here, and I believe they will establish a new front line somewhere around here. They need to fully secure their flanks and then continue the envelopment of Bakhmut. Overall, I would describe situation in Bakhmut for Russia and Ukraine as bearable. Ukrainians are somewhat successful at defending, and Russians are somewhat successful at attacking. This is a grind of a war, difficult and bloody. So I would assume Ukrainians and Russians need to brace themselves for a long and bloody conflict. Before we continue, if you like my content, please like, subscribe and comment. That would motivate me to do even better and more content, and overall would make me happy. Thank you in advance. Russian attacks towards Seversk had not seen any success. There are reports that Russians are attacking at this axis, but overall, as you can see, there is no changes on the map, and we will just have to wait. Same goes with Liman. For about a week, Russians had massively attacked this direction, but had not achieved any success. And to me, it's understandable, because again, this region right here is a marshland, so extremely hard to attack, and this region right here is extremely open. So Ukrainians can easily defend from these villages right here. And if Russians were to attack, the drones would spot them and destroy them with artillery fire. It's completely understandable why Russians are so slow on this axis. To the very north, very close to Russian-Ukrainian border, there lies the village of Hirianka. As you can see, just yesterday, this village was controlled by Russians by 20%, maybe 25%. Now Russia is in full control of this village and its outskirts. I believe Ukrainians had retreated to this river right here, as it makes good defensive position, and I think Russia would neither stop and regroup or continue attacking until they reach this river right here, and maybe will do some probing attacks in case if they are able to establish some bridgeheads from which then they can attack towards Dvarichna. But I think if that will happen, it will happen in about a week or two. There are no changes in Avdiivka. We can see that Russians are continuously trying to envelop the city, but overall there is no success. You can see that there are no changes on the map. Again, it makes extreme sense because Russians have to advance on this extremely open area. So again, they can be easily spotted and destroyed by artillery. I believe that there's only one place where Russia can become very successful enveloping Avdiivka. It is north of it. So it's not that open, and Russians, as you can see, are attacking this way. So I assume in a week or two, Russians will take these villages and settlements right here and will endanger encirclement of Avdiivka. So I believe this is where Russia will have major success. Now let's go to outskirts of Donetsk. There lies the village of Marinka, which Russians had tried to take for about a year now. And you can see that there are some changes. We can see that Russians had finally decided not to storm, actually go around and cut off whatever supplies that Ukrainians could receive. So I believe this whole operation is not to encircle Marinka itself, but to show Ukrainians that this settlement is about to be encircled, and this will force Ukrainians to retreat to maybe Hirianka or further. Almost no changes in Vuhledar, but we can see that Russia is being pushed out a little bit, and it is completely understandable. Once again, Russians are having extremely hard time at Vuhledar, and it would be extremely hard and bloody battle. Some people in the comments asked why exactly Vuhledar is so hard. Well, I will tell again if you missed. Vuhledar is a little city sector full of tall concrete buildings located on the high ground that overlooks this whole region. So that's why Russia is having extremely hard time attacking, because this is a fortress, quite literally. There is a new vector of attack coming towards general direction of Zaporozhye. We can see Russians are attacking this way, probably towards these settlements, and this is part of a bigger plan to capture Orikhiv. I'm pretty sure all of this is done to prepare a massive attack to Zaporozhye. I believe this is a probing attack to check the sturdiness of Ukrainian defense. So anyway, this is the end of the video. And at the very end, for anyone who is still here, I want to quickly explain what I mean by Russia will be free, because a lot of people are asking in the comment section. Russia will be free from corruption, war, dictators, famine, and poverty. So, thank you all, and always remember, Russia will be free and prosperous. Bye.